What's going on, everyone? Gotcha here, and I'm proud to say this, but Pharaoh 2021, welcome to 2022. Now, this is probably gonna be the most craziest year that I have ever gonna go through in the entirety of this channel. So, Uh, so, well, yeah. Also, unfortunately, um, even though I'm going to stream still, unfortunately, it's not going to work until my Wi-Fi takes a break. So I'm doing this in video format, and I'm going to talk about all the content that's going to come in pretty soon to the channel. All right, let's start off with the web series. The web series I've done so far are abysmal. And by abysmal, I mean I did a lot of them. Now, let's start with my first ever one, which is Burnout Paradise car reviews. Now, around that time, I was actually wondering, did anyone do a car review for cars in Burnout Paradise? And it was pretty educational, it was pretty interesting, and not to mention, it was pretty awesome to say the least. Um, and only ended around episode 11, which was which if I remember correctly, was which was the Manhattan, which is based off of is off of the 50s muscle cars, basically the Bel Impala, as well as the Cadillac Eldorado, as well as the Cadillac Coupe / Sedan DeVille. Up next was Walgum Fury. It was a show I did back in 2020, and I actually do want to do the exact same one, but only in Need for Speed Payback. Um, now, the story is going to expand upon like at least more than just more than 6 episodes, because that's basically. And keep in mind, I did count it. It was like 6 episodes of that show. And last but not least, we got fictional created character backgrounds, which is a series I did about a lot of backstories of created characters, which are my really complex OCs that actually came into the fray. All right, up next we gotta talk about the last plays. The last plays, there are 3 of them. One of them is God Eater 3. Another one is, one's God Eater 3. One is, one is Resident Evil, and then there is BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. And not to mention, one of the other ones I want to start was Let's Play Injustice 2. Now in terms of Injustice 2, there is a problem. It's the fact that even though I mute the music, the cutscenes will still gonna play. Long story short, it doesn't matter if I mute the music or not. It's gonna get copyrighted because the cutscenes literally contain a lot of music. All right. So in terms of Resident Evil, I'm going through it by a guide. So that's one thing that is for certain. And then last but not least, BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle. I'm going to do all 4 factions, basically. BlazBlue first, then Persona second. Undertale is third, and Ruby is last, but certainly not least. In terms of what other games you probably want me to let's play, just comment down below on what let's play you want to see. Once I fit, because I think like it was my choice, it'll be like the previous game for God Eater 3, which was God Eater 2, and then either that or Code Vein, because both those games are pretty good on their own right. But nonetheless, they're pretty insane for what it is. Alright. Now, for those who are wondering, how I got into Let's Plays in the first place, well, a lot of people. Now, I do remember once when I was a kid, I used to watch this YouTuber that did Let's Plays called Armageddon. I think that's what his channel name was, and he did Needs to Be on the Cover, which was by far my favorite game that I ever played. Second to Pearl Street, as well as The Run. Um, Issues aside, it was a pretty good game nonetheless. Um, okay, not starting all these, we gotta talk about the live streams. Oh, and before I even get started on the live streams, there's another YouTuber that I used to watch when I was a kid. Then I started watching him a lot more, and it was it was not Dynasty Wars. It was General Sakura who actually did a lot of Let's Plays. So, anyways, in terms of live streams, they're gonna be well, they're not gonna be different. They're pretty much gonna be the same as always. Um, only difference being is that I want to actually add people to the call, or add people to the obviously the chat and stuff. Not not just the chat, but add people like to the commentary party with me. So there's that. Anyways, up next is content and miscellaneous stuff. So let's start with the obvious one right off the bat. Gran Turismo 7. Yes, that game is coming to the channel, and it's going to be as a it's going to be a half and half. It's half going to be a let's play, and half's going to be a basically a regular live stream. Um, all right, up next, in terms of another series I want to talk about on Neo 2 Abridged. I wanted to do another episode of that, but uh, there's only like a couple of problems. One of those problems is quite obvious. It is the fact that I had to literally record every single thing all over again. And I had to like be accurate of what I've wore in what I've wore in the when I was first playing this through. Um, mm, uh, Soul 6, specifically the storyteller live streams, that is still going to happen. It's gonna be a different thing entirely, but nonetheless, I feel like I want to branch these. I want to actually bring these characters out more in terms of like fictional character backgrounds. Thus, that's the reason why I made that series in the first place. We're gonna flesh out all the complex characters, so that way you probably know their backstory as well as many others. Um, Kind of like D&D, but the only difference being is that you're not the dungeon master. You're basically just a player customizing the character, and you think of a backstory. And yeah, that's basically it. Up next, in terms of other games that I want to do fictional character backgrounds on, that will be the cast in Warframe. Now, yeah, Warframe is probably the last probably the last thing I would have done, but it depends on how people will like it. To see if they want to see fictional character backgrounds for those characters specifically. Um, same goes for the Dynasty Warriors cast. But yeah, it's actually interesting to say the least. Um, don't worry, Soul Calibur still gonna have that as well. It's just that I'm taking a break from that from now. Um, Speaking of Soul Calibur, In terms of live streaming the game, I'm pretty sure pretty sure the only time I'm gonna be doing that is being single player, unless it's one of those things like, you know what, I feel like playing online and ready to get my butt kicked. But yeah, nonetheless, it's pretty interesting to say the least. Um, Now there is another thing I haven't done in a whole long time, and that will be that'll be countdowns. Now, was I wondering? Yes, I've done countdowns before, but is uh, it's something at least. But no, but yeah. For the most part, it's cool. It's alright, but it just depends on how you play it. So with that, my eyes are a bit itchy today, but it should be fine. Alright. Um, so yeah, in terms of like how okay, let's see. Um, I did talk about the cover. Okay, so in terms of the Crew 2 as well as the Crew 1, the Crew 2 is not gonna be here as much as Crew 1. Because Crew 1, I still have a lot of stuff to do in that game specifically. Um, Now, I actually wanted to do this. Actually, I wanted to do a challenge in Call of Duty Black Ops 3 as well as Black Ops 4, but Black Ops 3 actually would take up a lot of space, and Black Ops 4, I don't know about that. Um, all right. Um, Now, basically, when it comes to like things like having more than one thing of content is usually now a lot of people find me through CarX. Some people find me through Need for Speed. Others find me through CarX and a lot more. But and again, it just depends on if you actually met me in the PS3 days, which the majority of you guys haven't met me in when it was the PS3 days. Oh my god, you wondering how interesting it was? Like here's a now this makes no sense. Okay, I had to end up getting a here's the thing. I got a PS3 for Christmas. All right, two games. It was pretty okay until it was like 3 months, like 2 to 3 months later. Like I can't even play the disc in, which kind of odd to the fact that it actually came with a disc tray, not straight on a disc reader, and unfortunately, due to the fact that disc reader is legit fried, it cannot play games. So yeah, I had to literally get another PS3 because of that. Um, all right. Um, all right. So most likely, the last thing I want to talk about is um is literally the Need for Speed games and Need for Speed games and GTA. So let's start with Need for Speed games. Need for Speed 2015 might come back. It just depends. DC Payback, I don't know if it's gonna come back or not. DC Heat, it's still here. Like, it's gonna be staying here for a little bit. Um, but in the end of the day, it is what it is. So yeah, for the most part, that's basically it. Now if there's one thing I wish I actually have, and more than likely is one, a better PC, and two, if I was able to get it was sponsored to at least get 3 Forza Horizon games, then I would be set. Like, no joke, I'd be like, okay, you're cool, you're fine. Now race those cars. It's like, okay, fine, I'm buying race vehicles anyway. But yeah, now in terms of like what I talk about cars, usually it's racing cliches as well as vehicle history, as well as in a nutshell, kid talk. But I'm going to add another one. That's right, another one. And this is this segment for that will be called Rimit. We're gonna be talking about some old school wheels from 1960s all the way to 2010s. Um, Here's the thing: it cannot be the same year that you actually picked the vehicle up. But yeah, nonetheless, that's pretty cool, to say the least. So yeah, that's basically it. When it comes to things like getting to YouTube, uh, and you want to stand out, just do what just do what just do what someone actually hasn't done yet, which according to God indeed. My goodness. Alright. So yeah, that's basically it. Last but certainly not least, those that want to vote for the next game, just all you do is join the Discord, and I'm going to add a new tab, which is basically literally for voting, and this also goes for people that actually want to be moderators. So that way it will make a lot more sense. Um, so anyway, with that out of the way, I am actually going to hit the hay and I'm going to go to sleep. So without further ado, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Um, you can follow me on Instagram at God327 Productions. You can follow me on Twitter at G07S. As well, you can actually check out my Discord as well. Discord as Bruno, not Bruno. Uh, shoot. Wait, why did I say Bruno in the first place? Um, shoot. What was I say? Oh yeah. Um, like I said, if you enjoy this video, okay, let me try this again. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. All you guys gotta do is leave a like. You can follow me on Instagram at God327 Productions. You can follow me on Twitter at G27S. And last but not least, you can check out and join my Discord at God327 Productions Museum. Um, Now, long story short, I am going to be adding a new tab on Discord, and it'll be for like voting for the next game, or vote for the next series that I had to get. So without any further ado, hope you guys have a dope Saturday. This is Godric signing off, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.